Hey yogis, and welcome to Namasturm Yoga. Today's practice is going to be an audio only class. So I will talk you through the sequence. You won't see me doing any of the poses, but this is perfect if you don't have a good way to watch the video. You can just follow along. I'll do my best to be as clear as possible, and then you can just use kind of your own inner wisdom and yoga experience to guide you if you're ever uncertain about what comes next. Enjoy this one. So let's begin today's practice in an easy cross-legged position, Sukhasana. Bring your hands to your knees. Let your head just float on top of your neck. Close your eyes. Feel your sit bones resting against your mat. Feel your hands on your legs. And then notice your breath moving in and out. From this place of stillness and calm, choose an intention for your practice today. And then taking the left hand over to the right knee, allow yourself to take a simple seated twist over your right shoulder. You can begin to introduce your Ujjayi breathing practice here, slightly narrowing the back of the throat, inhaling and exhaling through the nose in an even, steady rhythm. And then switch directions, bringing your right hand to your left knee. Take your twist over the left shoulder now. Coming back to center, uncross your legs and bring your feet to the floor, moving to a standing forward fold. Have your feet about hip distance apart and keep your knees soft. So although you might feel a mild stretch in the back of your hamstrings, this forward fold is more for the upper body, allowing your spine to just hang from your tailbone all the way to your head. Your arms can dangle, or if your hands naturally touch the ground, you might choose to grab opposite elbows. And then from here, with your head hanging heavy, you can do a gentle nod or turning your head from side to side, just to release its weight and allow the neck to be easy. If you're not at the top of your mat, see if you can easily move your feet up to the front end. And then with your fingertips on the floor, step your right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Come to the ball of your right foot and then lower your right knee gently, making sure your left knee remains over your front left ankle. Bring your upper body up, coming into a low lunge. You can reach your arms into the air, or if you'd like, interlace your fingers and take your hands behind your head, easily cradling your head. Widen your elbows as you sink your hips forward towards your heels. Breathe here. Then bringing your hands down and once again taking your fingertips around your front foot. Gently straighten the knee and maybe take a few breaths to just go back and forth between the bent knee in your lunge and the straightened leg, warming up your knee joint and your hip. Follow your breath if you can. Next, go ahead and let your left knee move back to join the right, coming to a tabletop position. With the palms on the mat under your shoulders and the knees under the hips, let's take a few cat-cow stretches. Follow your breath, inhaling to cow pose, head and tail lift, chest and belly drop. Exhaling to cat pose, rounding your spine towards the ceiling, back and forth. And then coming back to a level spine, walk the hands a little bit forward, tuck your toes, lift your knees, and then move your hips up into the air, coming into downward facing dog. First down dog, take a little time to bend one knee, letting the opposite leg straighten and switch sides. So whether this feels like pedaling through the heels for you or lengthening one leg at a time, try to keep your hips in the air and really ground down through your hands using the entire underside of your hand, not just the base of the palm, but even the underside of the fingers. Elongate the arms, relax the neck, breathe here. And then we'll walk the feet back forward to the top of the mat, returning to your forward fold position that we were in earlier. And then this time we'll step the left foot back, coming to the low lunge on the second side. Allow your left knee to come gently to the mat. Make sure your right knee remains over the ankle. And bring your upper body up. Reach the arms, or you could cradle your head back, interlacing your fingers behind it. Breathe. And then same as we did on the first side, bring your fingertips down around that front foot and then gently straightening your front knee and bending back into it, back and forth a few times, waking up the leg. Connect the movement to your breath if you can. And then take your time returning to a tabletop position. Here you could do a few more cat-cow stretches, or maybe just give yourself permission to move your spine around in any way that feels good, keeping your hands and knees planted. And then when you're ready, allow yourself to move back to downward facing dog. Hold and breathe. Take the right leg into the air for down dog split. You can take the variation here where you open the hip and bend the knee, letting your right heel drop towards your left hip. And then keeping your right knee bent, pull it into your chest. Let your shoulders move forward over the wrists. Stabilize. And then creating space, step the right foot all the way forward, knee over ankle, moving to a high lunge or crescent pose. On the ball of the back foot with the back knee lifted, bring the upper body up, reach the arms into the air as you lunge. Breathe here. And then take the left palm down inside of the right foot. Take the right arm up into the air for a nice easy twist, keeping your right knee stacked right up above that shin and ankle. And then turning back towards your mat, bring both palms down and step the right foot back for plank pose. Shoulders over wrists, legs extending behind you. Support the length of your body from your core. From plank, lower yourself to the mat. You might choose to bend your knees and bring those down first, and then bend your elbows to lower the heart between the hands, or you can move through Chaturanga Dandasana. And then from here, choose the back bend that you would like to do. It could be Sphinx, it could be Cobra, or if you're ready, move to upward facing dog for about 5 breaths. And then moving back to downward facing dog again. Let's take the left leg into the air. Down dog split. Again, feel free to open the hip and bend the knee. Try to keep the shoulders level, however. And bring your knee to your chest, move your shoulders forward, strong through the center of the body. Now, rounding the back, lifting, creating space, step the left foot all the way to the top of the mat. Knee over ankle, strong back leg, allow your body to come upright. High lunge, crescent pose. And then taking your right hand down inside the left foot, left arm up for your easy twist. Step to plank pose. Follow your breath as you take a vinyasa, moving to the mat, to your back bend, and downward facing dog. Hold. Inhale to look forward. On your exhale, step, walk, or hop the feet to the top of the mat. Feet together, big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Bring your fingers to your shins and lengthen your spine. for Ardha Uttanasana. Take an extra breath or two here, really elongating. One more inhale. Exhale, Uttanasana, and then reverse your swan dive to come all the way up to standing. Exhale, palms together in front of the heart, Tadasana. Maybe take a moment standing here to lift your toes and spread them out on the mat. Even the distribution of the weight between feet, between the balls and the heels of each foot. Engage the muscles of the legs without locking the knees or clenching the glutes. Find a little Uddiyana Bandha, pulling the navel back in towards the spine. And then again, connect to the rhythm of your Ujjayi breathing practice. On your next inhale, take the arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward to Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step to plank and lower through Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, take the right leg up. Let's hold in down dog split for a couple of breaths, keeping the hips square and the leg long. When you're ready, look forward and step the right foot forward, moving to warrior one. Pivot the back heel down. As you bring your upper body up, you might bring your hands to your hips for a moment, ensuring that they're squared off, and then arms up alongside the ears. Maybe bring the palms together and gaze up towards your lifted thumbs. Lunge deeply. From here, let's transition to a standing split. So bring your fingertips to your mat ahead of your foot and float your left leg into the air as you straighten your right standing leg. Allow your torso to move in towards your standing leg. Now, allowing your left foot to join the right at the top of the mat, bend your knees, lower your hips, and come into chair pose, Utkatasana. Finding that zigzag in your body, weight on your heels, arms alongside the ears. Hold one more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And follow your breath through vinyasa to return to downward facing dog. From down dog, let's take the left leg up, down dog split. A few breaths here, really finding that diagonal from your hands to your hip to your heel. And then stepping your left foot forward, pivoting your right heel down, come up for warrior one on the second side. Squaring off hips, bring your torso upright, arms alongside your ears, or palms together, look up to thumbs. Lunge and breathe. Moving to standing split, fingertips down to the floor or mat ahead of your left foot. Let the right leg move up into the air as you transfer all the weight to your left and straighten it. Fold deep. Again, top of the mat, Set the right foot next to the left and take chair pose. From chair, let's twist to the right. So bringing your left arm outside of the right knee, let your palms press as you turn your torso. With your feet side by side, try to keep your knees aligned with each other as well. And then standing on the right foot, send the left foot to the back of the mat for a high lunge twist. Once you've got your balance, you might choose to let the arms open out with the left arm outside of the right knee. Now, keeping the twist in your torso, float your body upright and let your arms keep long. So your left arm should be reaching forward and the right arm reaching back. From here, we're going to just rotate the torso into a warrior two, allowing your back heel to pivot down. As you rotate around, now your right arm will be forward and your left arm back. Look out over those front fingers and level out your pose. Breathe. Take a reverse warrior, taking your back hand to your back leg, top arm up and over, lean the upper body back while continuing to lunge into that front right knee. And then follow your breath. As you exhale, bring hands to the mat, step the foot back and take Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to a back bend, exhale down dog. Hold and breathe. Next, inhale, look to the top of the mat. As you exhale, step, walk, or hop the feet forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. And then bend the knees for Utkatasana, chair again. From chair, now let's twist left. Taking the right elbow outside of the left knee, press the palms, turn the torso. We'll repeat what we did on the first side. So standing on that left foot and keeping your twist, send the right foot to the back of the mat for a high lunge twist. If you'd like, allow the arms to open. This next move may make more sense if the arms are extended. Keeping your lunge and your twist, bring your upper body up. Now the left arm should be reaching back and the right arm forward. Just take a breath or two here. And then we'll rotate to warrior two. So your torso will now face the other way. Let your back heel pivot down as the left arm now comes forward and the right arm is now reaching back. Look out over those front fingertips and breathe. And then reverse your warrior, reaching back. Looking up at that lifted arm, continue with the lunge forward. And cartwheel hands to the mat. Follow your breath. Vinyasa. Inhale, look to the top of the mat. Exhale, step, walk, or hop the feet. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. One more time coming to chair pose, Utkatasana. And then this time, let's lower the sit bones down, moving to boat pose, Navasana. Use your hands if you need to, but some of you might be able to just squat and let the sit bones come to the floor easily, lifting the legs up and finding balance. Let the arms extend forward. Breathe in your boat. And then when you're ready, bringing the feet back to the ground. If you can, rock your weight to those feet. Use your hands as much as you need to. Coming back to a forward fold, let's roll up to stand. We're going to move into a little bit of balance practice. So standing on the right foot, let's come into tree pose, Vrikshasana. Bring the sole of your left foot, if you can, to the upper inner thigh. You'll need to use your hands to help with that. Or you could also bring the sole of your foot to the lower part of your leg, the calf. Toes point down, knee is open to the side. And then once you've got your balance, bring your palms to press together in front of your heart. Or you could choose to reach the arms up alongside the ears. Breathe. From tree, we're going to step back to warrior one. So continue to stand on that right foot, but step the left foot all the way to the back of the mat, bending the right knee as you step to come to a nice long lunge. Back heel down, warrior one. And then let's exhale, open to warrior two. On an inhale, reverse your warrior. And then at your exhale, move to extended side angle. Right forearm to the right thigh, and then top arm, that left arm is going to be overhead alongside the ear with the palm facing downward. Breathe here. On your next inhale, reverse the warrior again. And then on the exhale, we're going to move into half moon pose. So bringing your right fingers to the floor, or you could use a block ahead of the right foot. Transfer your weight to the right foot. Keep the body open to the side as your left leg floats up. And then the left hand could be on your left hip, or maybe take it into the air. Breathe. Push through the lifted heel to keep some energy through that back leg. When you're ready to release this pose, bend the front knee to help yourself step back long to warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior, and then as you exhale, travel through vinyasa to get back to downward facing dog. Hold and breathe there. Next, inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, walk, or hop the feet forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And then reverse your swan dive. Come up again, and let's take tree pose on the second side. So standing on the left, now move that right foot, the sole of the foot, to the upper inner thigh or below the knee to the calf or shin. Press the foot against the leg and the leg back against the foot. Press palms against each other or reach the arms into the air as you balance. Steady your gaze. Breathe. Now remaining on the left foot, we're going to take the right foot off of the leg and step it back for warrior one on the left. On an exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then let's exhale into extended side angle and hold. Top arm overhead. Notice the feature of this pose, which is that diagonal along the side edge of your body. Next, inhale, reverse warrior again, and then exhale, moving into half moon, this time balancing on your left leg. Left fingers on the floor for a little stability. Right leg floats up, level with the hip. That right hand could be on the hip or in the air, extending the arms away from each other. Now to come out of the pose, bend your front knee, step back as softly as you can, landing easily with the back leg. Reverse your warrior and travel through vinyasa to return to downward facing dog. From down dog, let's gently drop the knees to the mat and then take the forearms to the mat, setting up for dolphin pose. Elbows under shoulders, interlace your fingers, and then lift your knees and your hips up off the ground, rooting down with those forearms. There should be enough space for your head to hang heavy down between your upper arms. Maybe take the right leg into the air, reaching the toes for the ceiling. Take another breath or two. And then slowly lowering the right foot back down, take the left leg up. Breathe. And lowering that down, take knees down a little wide, hips to heels, child's pose. Breathe into the back of the body. Now let's come up to our knees for camel pose, Ustrasana. Making sure your knees are right under your hips. Bring your hands to your low back to support. Maybe tuck the toes behind you if you'd like. Lift the heart up. Maybe lean the head back. And if your hands can easily come to your heels, you can go ahead and bring them there. Breathing. And then supporting yourself to come up, head up last. Release the back bend. Drop to your left hip and cross the right leg over, coming to a simple seated twist. Use your left arm around or past the right knee to twist over your right shoulder. Breathe here. And then leaning back, recross the legs. Let's twist the other direction. Use elbow on opposite knee to turn now over your left shoulder. And coming out of your twist, uncross your legs. Bring your knees into your chest, bending them. Give them a nice hug here, grabbing around your shins. If you can, Lift your heels, walk your toes back a little bit, and then see if you can flick your heels off the ground and balance on your sit bones. From here, if you'd like, you could extend your legs into a boat pose or keep them hugged into your chest. And bringing your feet back to the floor, let's take the right leg out, tucking the sole of the left foot into the leg for Shavasana. Engage the quad of that right leg as you reach the arms up and gently fold over your leg. Left knee should be open to the side. Breathe here. Try not to push or force. Allow gravity to help you out. And then coming up simply, we're just going to change legs. So straighten out the left leg, tuck the sole of the right foot to the left upper inner thigh, let the knee go wide. Engage your left quad, flex your left foot, reach your arms up, and then on an exhale, folding long over your leg. Breathe. Coming up gently out of your fold, keep your right foot tucked in and let your left foot join, moving to Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Let your upper body lean down over the legs to stretch those hip flexors. And then carefully coming up out of your fold, take your legs out, give them a little shake. If you'd like, bring the hands back behind you, turn the fingers to the side, press the palms down, and let's lift the hips up, pointing the toes for a reverse plank. Let this give you a nice stretch across the front of the body. You can let your head lean back if you'd like. And then when you're ready, gently lower your sit bones back down. This is where I would encourage you to bring your knees in, roll to your back, and then lengthen out to take a little time in Shavasana. Before Shavasana, you might choose to bring the knees into the chest, hug them, maybe roll them around and massage your low back against your mat. Maybe take a little supine twist one direction and the other direction. Even a happy baby would feel really nice here. So take a little time to prep yourself for final relaxation. And then when you're feeling ready to let your practice go, lengthen the legs out, close your eyes, maybe lift your chest a little bit to tuck the shoulder blades flat underneath your upper back. Let the arms come slightly away from the sides of the body with the palms up. And then just let go. Give up the weight of your body. Give up the ujjayi practice. Allow the breath to flow in and out naturally. And enjoy these last few moments in stillness. I'll end the practice from here with you in another cross-legged seated position. Thank you again so much for joining me today and sharing this practice. The light in me recognizes and honors the light in you wherever you are. Namaste. If you did enjoy this class, I hope you'll let me know by giving the video a thumbs up. That actually helps the, YouTube algorithm to know that you enjoyed it and maybe think that somebody else would enjoy it and send it to someone else. So I always appreciate when people take the time to do that. You could also leave me a comment or a little hello below. Also does the same thing. And if you do like this style of practice, whether it's audio only or you just like some really nice home yoga flows that you can do on your own with just a little bit of background guidance, be sure to subscribe to my channel because I have tons of other practices that you can take for free at any time. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.